Hi, Doug Franklin here in the LeaderTrek's office, answering another question that I often receive on my blog, and that is, how do you move a missions trip from a good trip to a great trip? Well, I think there's a couple of key ingredients, but the most important ingredient is having your trip adult leaders act like trip mentors instead of chaperones. I think sometimes when adults come on the trip, they think, oh, they're there to enforce the rules, make sure kids go to bed early, and then, drive or flip hamburgers or hot dogs or something like that. But the truth of the matter is a mission trip can really be great when those adult leaders turn themselves into mentors and that they use every aspect of the trip to build a relationship with the student that will lead to transformation. And so your adults that are on the trip are, instead of just doing logistics, they begin spending time with students, not with one another. They begin asking students questions. They begin to look for signs that the students are learning and growing, and then they ask a question, and they share their life, and they share their wisdom, and they share an insight from Scripture, and they start to take the little things of the trip, like doing dishes or cleaning or the ministry part, and they start turning those into teachable moments. And those teachable moments then turn into applications for the students, and the adults can hold them accountable when they return home. And that trip becomes powerful because they have a shared experience with the adult. And then they go home with that adult, and that adult continues to keep them accountable to what they applied on the missions trip. This can move a missions trip from really good to being great. So talk with your adults that are going on your trip. Find out why they're going, and then train them in this idea of being mentors instead of logistical agents. Because if they can really become mentors on the missions trip, you're going to be intentional with your time with students, and you're going to move that trip from good to great. Give it a try. Let me know what happens.